the first time I heard about it in the States, my brother lives out in Seattle, and they got hit first. So he was just telling me how empty the streets were before Alabama really saw any effects. And then, a couple of days later, by the end of the week, we were feeling the same effect.
It was March, probably first week of March. And it was kind of on the news. We had heard about it. We didn't know if we needed to test the inmate population. But it was, President Trump kind of said, it's no big deal. Don't worry about it. It's folks from China. Hey, let's keep on going with what we're doing.
The first time I heard about COVID-19, I believe I was in class. One of my teachers was joking. Somebody was coughing. They were like, "Oh, hope you ain't got that COVID-19." And I'm like, "What is that?" So I started doing research, and then I heard about it, and I really didn't think of it too much. But now I'm thinking about it.
About it probably in January, December, January. On the news, of course, about it going on in China and Asia, that part of the world, and looking what it was doing to their economy.
I've been hearing about it for a while now, like it's over there in China, so that was kind of before the New Year. But when it hit here, I was like, "Dad, what's going on? Is this really happening?" Like February, like when it really it's hit and people talking about it, and Donald Trump, like, it's not for real, but hey, bro, look at my hands. I got my mask on. It's real out here. It's real out here.
It got my attention when it started to spread in the United States. That's when it really got my attention. Like, this could really be serious.
I remember hearing back in January that China was racing to build hospitals in 10 days. And in hindsight, why that didn't set off an alarm in my head, I don't know. But I guess I thought at the time, I didn't take it that seriously because I remember probably 15, 20 years ago, something similar happened with the H1N1 virus, and they built hospitals overnight.
It didn't get my attention until my spring break. My spring break about 2 weeks ago. And, I was at the crib just chilling for real, spending time with my family. And then I got, everybody just started, my mom could tell me to go to the store and get groceries and stuff like that because it was getting real. I'm like, what? And she was having stuff on, having me watch documentaries on I believe the news networks and stuff like that. So that's when it got real. Then my teachers, my school emailed me saying that we're having an extended spring break. So then I'm like, no, this stuff's for real. I didn't think it was that deep until then.
When my sister, who works for the Centers for Disease Control, basically said, this is real. This is a threat to everybody. You need to get where you're going and stay there. And that was Sunday night. And Monday, my job, I worked for the city attorney's office for the city of Birmingham, and my job said, hey, y'all don't come in. We've got to get this under control. Mayor Woodfin has said, we can't have anybody unnecessarily exposed to this because nobody knew what was happening.
The outbreak spreading across the U.S. More than 1,300 new cases in just the last 24 hours. And the stock market freefall. And by day's end, dropping nearly 3,000 points, its worst point loss ever.
I most definitely believe that it's dangerous. I most definitely believe that it's real. I'm taking it serious. As you see, I got my gloves on. I got my mask on, I just can't be out here free.
Yeah, it's definitely dangerous, or I believe it is. I hope everybody follows the doctor's orders. I just listen to the doctors is what I've been saying since the beginning. There's no reason for them to make us panic. So they're just saying what's best for us, so listen to them.
I am concerned. I know that it's dangerous. It's not. It used to be maybe okay. It might be a little dangerous, but I'm gonna tell you what made it really real to me. I watched a video the other day, and I saw where a doctor had put on there like a 3D image of your lungs when they are infected with COVID-19, and it scared me senseless a little bit. I wasn't scared of it until I saw the image. And I also was reading about it, and it was telling you that once it starts to destroy those parts of your lungs, like it can't recover. That's why a lot of people are dying from it.
12 days ago, we had 0 cases in the state of Alabama. 11 days ago, we had our first case. As of today, speaking to you, we now have 196 cases of the COVID-19 in the state of Alabama. All businesses within the city of Birmingham shall comply with the order of the Jefferson County Health Officer as it currently reads or as it is amended in relation to the closing of all non-essential businesses.
I'm a hairstylist, and no, I'm not working. This is my second week off, and it's never happened before. So we're 2 weeks in and don't know how much longer we'll be off with this pandemic. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a bar owner. I own Pilcrow Cocktail Cellar. We suspended operations a week before last. We tried curbside for a day, but we just felt more responsible shutting it down completely and trying to get everybody inside so we can reopen as quickly as possible.
Yeah, I'm still working, and I work at the courthouse downtown Birmingham. So it's kind of an essential job of the things that I do. So if we go in, like we're doing like a kind of like a staggered schedule, like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So and then it changed up the next week, like Tuesday, Thursday.
I don't have a traditional job. Primarily, what I've been doing lately is flipping houses, and so I have a business partner. We own a couple houses together, and we had just fixed 2 up and put them on the market. And luckily, we have them under contract. They're supposed to close this month. They keep getting pushed back a couple weeks because everything's slow right now. But we're scared about what's going to happen to the real estate market, and so we're not buying any more houses right now. And there's really not many to buy because what we do is we buy homes that are going into foreclosure, and all foreclosures have ceased at the moment. So
I'm in the health and beauty aids. My business is direct sales with the consumers, professional hairstylists and professional barbers. But at this present time, we've been completely shut down. Financing from the general public has not been able to support our industry. We've been shut down from different directions, and it never has happened in our industry before. This is the first time in my lifetime that I can ever recall anything like this or read anything like this that has affected the health and beauty aid industry.
As of this morning, 538 people in Alabama have been diagnosed.
Breaking news, Alabama Governor Kay Ivey announced today Alabama schools will finish the academic year online.
Well, I'm in college. College life is real good. Really supposed to be in the spring semester right now. It's hot outside, wearing short sleeves, shorts or whatever. Supposed to be, on the yard, just styling with my people, just kicking it for real. Grinding in the classroom, but still having a good time with my people. So that kind of was put on pause, put on hold. Can't really see my friends, my girlfriend, stuff. We can't really see each other right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of messed up. And then as far as school goes, taking online classes, everybody doesn't have good Wi-Fi. Or, for example, I'm taking classes here in my room. You know what I'm saying? So the workspace, my mindset may not be different. It may not be the same. I gotta really really make myself be focused because I'm not used to being in this space.
I have a 7-year-old, not knowing whether her school was going to go back. Obviously, we just found out 2 days ago or 3 days ago that school was done for the year. And it's been every day is kind of, it's up in the air. What are you going to do? You can't be around your friends. You can't have play dates. You can't do anything. It's really, you're in your house. And it's scary, but it's also boring. I can't get my hair done. Can't get my nails done. You can't do anything.
It affected us, chaos, uncertainty, unsureness amongst the people, amongst my clientele. It was really a bunch of chaos going on in the community. Not dealing with the unknown, not knowing what's going on, not having no control of what's happening around us.
It's hard to say. I'm not in those rooms. I can't say, but I think politics are hard to trust. Politicians will always say or not always. Politicians will say what's makes them look good, and then if they follow through with it and come through with what helps, then that's great. But I'm not counting on that. So I'm doing everything I can within my powers.
The governor really dropped the ball early on. I mean, I thought she was just kind of ignored the problem at the beginning. I think the mayor did a little bit better job by issuing a lockdown, but it's like the mayor acted before the governor did.
Our Mayor Wolfen has done a wonderful job. I'm very honored to be a part of his citizen, to be a citizen of his. He has taken a leadership role that you don't get that we have not gotten from that woman, Ivy. I feel like Ivy is the same way that Trump is. Trump, he's the backup plan. Ivy needs to try to get on the team. She's not even on the team. I don't have a whole lot of love for the way that they have run our state or our country. And that's my opinion.
The mayor is my boss. I think he's done a fantastic job, kind of getting out ahead of what's happening. And he's been very proactive with what's happening with the city of Birmingham and understanding and reaching out to these people. There was a real estate group that owns a good bit of property that a lot of restaurants that are on in the city of Birmingham. He reached out to them and they are not charging them any rent until June 2020. So yes, I 100% support everything that Mayor Woodfin is doing, not just because he's my boss. And Governor Ivy, I think she's doing the best she can. I'm not a super fan of Governor Ivy, but I do think that closing the beaches in Mobile, Baldwin County, I think those and getting those governors on board, I think everyone is just trying to do the best they can.
President Trump, I think he kind of led us astray. No. I think he kind of led us in the wrong direction to begin with. He didn't take this as serious as it needed to be. Since you're the leader of our country, you gotta take things serious. And so he should have been putting things in effect, like to combat this issue. Like we've seen the issue going on in China and then Italy. Like we should have been having things prepared for us, like months ago. Like honestly, and then like, and for the governor, I think the governor doing the best that they can by doing this little shutdown and for what they're doing right now, because they extended the shutdown until April the 30th.
I think it can be handled better than it's being handled, but of course, being a leader at a small level, I know how strenuous and how hard it is. So I just try to continue to pray for our leaders because I know they don't even understand what's going on. I don't think it will. I don't think things will go back exactly to how they were. And for me, I don't want it to go back to how it was, because I was carefree about a lot of things. I wasn't as serious as I should have been about certain things. And now going back, I have a different mindset on how I want things to operate and how things should be ran. But as far as like the country, I don't see it getting back into play probably like to August, September, where things are up and running how they should be.
No, we're in a new environment.
Be in a month or so, people will start going back to work, but everyone's gonna have to wear a face mask or something of that nature. But it's hard to say. But I do think, I don't see a lot of industries just coming back right away. Like a lot of restaurants and bars, I still think people are going to be scared to go to them. I think people are still going to be scared to travel. And I think we have a recession on our hands.
I think that it's going to be back like it was. It can't be, because New York City is a major city, and New York City is facing it. And you got to look at LA. LA, they getting it bad. Atlanta getting it bad. So cities like that, you can't be back the same in 2 or 3 months, because the people that were working, who was working there, won't be there. A lot of people could die.
Not within 30 days. Hopefully within 30 days. By the end of 30 days, hopefully this pandemic's on the downside, and we can maybe reopen. I can't imagine even being able to reopen if this lasts more than 60 days. But I think when we do reopen, it's not going to be normal. We're going to be in a recession.
No, I don't. And now predictions are through the end of May. So they think the death rate per the CDC and the World Health Organization has predicted the spike in the United States to peak April 20th.
I think I'm hopeful about it. I really think that this is a shake-up, wake-up call to the world, because we were starting to, I don't think God is happy with us. And I think that he has to shake things up and shut things down so that we can see that none of us are really in control of any of it. And we have to just wait on him to say, okay, now enough. I think y'all got the point now. And going forward, I think that people will start to appreciate things, life much more. We'll hold it a little closer and appreciate it more, not take it for granted as if we have it in the control in our hands.
I've been thinking about it. I really don't know, but my best educated guess, I like to be optimistic, man. I say within the next month, hopefully there's something that changes. I'm not saying that COVID-19 will be officially gone everywhere, but hopefully at the majority of places around the U.S., around the world, it'll disappear.
Treat everybody like you would yourself. Just be mindful. Just show. You don't know if you have it. I don't know if I have it. Let's just look out for one another. Look out for one another.
Don't take life for granted, for real.
If you can just find something that makes you happy, do that. Hug an animal. Work on whatever you can. Read some books.
Take this serious. Listen to your leaders in the community. They're not trying to lead you into the wrong direction. If you don't have to be out, don't be out.
Well, to take this time to figure out who they are, figure out what your purpose is at this point. Don't get distracted. Don't lose focus. Try to read, try to research, and try to stay around like-minded individuals that can kind of help you get through this process.
Do what you can, social distance, listen to the people that are on the TV that are credible, people from the Centers for Disease Control, the World Health Organization. Wash your hands. Just be cautious, and understand, and don't go around people over 65 unnecessarily.
Well, what we're about to see, David, is that things are definitely going to get worse before they get better.